My name is Jaime, and I'm going to be talking about UFC 311 2.0. I say 2.0 because we had a big change in the fight today. Arman Tsarukyan pulled out of the fight because of a back injury. Damn, that sucks. I'm not the most upset because I really enjoy Renato Moicano, so I think this card is not only saved, it might have been improved. Either way, I'm excited for UFC 311 still. 311 is going to be a fucking fantastic night. Very much looking forward to it. Islam Makhachev versus Renato Moicano. Fighter that I extremely support is Renato Moicano, and I support him because he is fucking dope and he be motherfucking hitting people. And yeah, but just to get it out the way and just to talk about it with a bit of focus, Islam Makhachev is undeniable. He is just that good in every single aspect of the game, in every single aspect. He's just dominant in the striking. He's dominant in the ground game. He'll take you down and he'll beat the shit out of you. And if he can't, he'll just choke you. I mean, we saw with Dustin Poirier, and it was amazing at that point. So we've seen enough to know that he's legit a threat. And if you can fight Dustin Poirier on the feet, good luck to Moicano, who's striking. He's admitted himself that isn't really the most powerful, but it's all about putting it together. Renato Moicano has been putting it all together so much better. He's just been I mean, when you look at Benoit Saint Denis versus Moicano, a lot of people were just expecting Benoit to really run through him and strike and beat the shit out of him, get back in the title contention, almost get back to another title fight. But then Moicano stepped into his home country and just took him to the ground, elbowed the ever-loving God out of his face so it just busted up and swelled all of the entire rest of the fight. They call it off. He's doing something really special right now. And it's great because this is a special moment. In this kind of moment, you need a special guy like Moicano, who's for some reason more popular than he's ever been, better than he's ever been as a fighter. And everything's just working in his favor right now. Everything just got propelled into a direction that allows for a miracle to happen, allows for something unbelievable and spectacular to happen that it's going to be hard to live and accept that reality to come, but I think it's going to come. I think Moicano has the potential to do one of the most amazing things in all of the UFC tomorrow night. If he doesn't, it's not going to be that much of a surprise, honestly. Islam Makhachev is Islam Makhachev. We're not going to be surprised if Islam just does everything that he does normally and just takes him down, chokes him within the first minute. Again, though, I'm going Moicano. I think Moicano, for some reason, is going to be able to just throw Islam off of his game, beat the shit out of him as soon as he gets a top advantage, and just figure out a way to wear him down. If he can wear him down, Islam's going to come back. There's no way that Islam's not going to listen to Khabib's corner and come back with even more fucking violence. Renato's got to be able to carry all of that and move forward past it. I think he can. I think that he can do something like that. I think that this guy has the power and just the skill to do that. I'm happy that this is the direction it's caused. I'm happy this is the direction it's taken. I mean, Arman would have been great, but this, for me, is just more exciting as a fan. I like Moicano a lot, so I love to see this opportunity be given, and it's so perfect. Who knows if Islam's going to fight in this division again? So this is the moment. This is just too perfect. The stars are aligning. The planets are aligning. The fucking oceans are going all in the same direction. Everyone's eating the same food today. Bread, I don't know. But things are lining up. This is going to happen. I hope it's going to happen. It will. It's going to happen. Moicano's going to come home. He's going to get the money. Bitcoin's going to go up another 2,000%. And he's going to talk shit about some governor of California again or something. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm excited to listen to whatever it is. This is going to be an amazing fight. No matter what happens, it's going to be great. It's going to be fucking great. In frame, looking at the camera, feeling the vibe, feeling better. Going to keep rolling. Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. This one is probably more hyped up than any other fight on the card just because of the antics Merab has been doing. I don't think any of the rivalry thing or the disrespect thing is real. I don't think any of that really is genuine. I think he's a great actor. He's proven that with all the skits that he's done. He's a good actor. He knows how to play it up. He knows where the money is to promote a fight. Against Sean, he said, I remember, we don't even bring this up now, but he was talking so much trash with Tim over his nose comments and other things like that. I don't know about his previous fights before that. I don't know if he had something with Henry or anything, but I think he has a bit of a history of being disrespected easily to kind of play to his advantage. And I think that's going to help him even further in this fight. Umar is a dangerous fighter. He's a deadly Nurmagomedov. We all know he's Khabib's fucking cousin or whatever. It's hard for me to not just feel the fear from Umar. Umar's a threat. Umar's a gigantic threat. But Merab is just so fucking quality. He's just proven himself time and time again. He's champion, for God's sake. And he beat Sean O'Malley in like there's one of the best strikers in the entire division. You can argue now that like Umar's striking is better because he puts it all together better. I mean, it's not hard to say Umar's a better fighter than Sean O'Malley, obviously. But Merab stood his ground against striking. He took him down. And Umar is not only a striker, but a grappler too. Just like Peter Yan. So I don't see why so much doubt is being placed on Merab when he's been put in a situation like this against a deadly fighter with amazing striking and grappling. And he dominated every round just like he always does. This, to me, is very clear still going to be Merab. I don't see why Merab wouldn't be able to take this. I mean, I can understand that he would have a struggle and a lot of difficulty with Umar, but I think we're all expecting a little bit too much out of Umar. I don't know if the time is right. Something about it just isn't for me. I just don't have faith. I just don't have belief in it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just doubting too much. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe it'll be such a clean victory for Umar that he's just going to wipe the floor, knock him out. I can see both realities of either one just getting choked or knocked out and both being surprised that I can't believe this is happening to me. But the reality in my head tells me that Merab is going to be the victor and Umar is going to be the one surprised. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I mean, what's wrong with being defeated by Merab, who's defeated Jose Aldo, Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo, Sean O'Malley? It's not bad to be added to the list of those people and be recognized as a real dog against Merab. I mean, fuck. Give me a good fight. Give me a nice fight. Give me a good fight. I'm gonna like it. I would love it if Merab is able to just do what he did to Henry Cejudo, where he just lifted his ass across the cage and slammed him. If he did that in front of Khabib, dude, what's going to happen? Khabib's already going to be stressed out of his mind. He's going to have an aneurysm by the time he's already there. Tajir's fighting way early in the card, and by Umar's time, he's going to be already sweating fucking bullets. I think Khabib's one of the best coaches ever. He's going to be put under a lot of strain on this entire night. He has faith, and he has love, and he has belief, and he believes. It's such a strong connection, but no matter who you are, 3 of your guys are fighting in one night for titles. 2 of them for titles. One of them, Tajir, I don't know what the fuck his problem is. But I don't know if everyone's going to be at their peak performance. I think Merab's going to be at his peak performance no matter what. So here's some Merab. Let's see it happen. I want to see Merab pull it ahead. I don't want a change of the guard. I want both of these champions. Well, I don't by Islam, but I want Merab to keep his belt. I want him to prove everyone that he is that good. I want him to be recognized as one of the greatest of all time if he does it, which I think he will. So I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. Yeah, probably. Jiří Procházka versus Jamal Hill. Jamal Sweet Dreams or something. Hill. I don't know. I think Jiří's gonna win this one. I like Jiří. It's undeniable. Jiří's just such a likable fighter. Jiří is a fucking devastating fighter when he's really putting it on. He's a durable fighter who's been taking a lot of hits, and he takes it pretty well. People are saying Jamal Hill's gonna take it, but I don't know. I know that Jamal Hill has hands. I know that he has a skill. I know that he has great power. I feel like Jiří has gone up against that, and he's done fairly well. He takes a lot of damage, way more than he ever needs to, for God's sake. He just stands there and gets hit in the head and demands to be hit more in a way to just discourage the opponent. It didn't work against Alex, obviously, and we all just saw that twice and got our hearts broken every time. But I think Jiří is in a better position now. He comes back harder than ever. He comes back with a vengeance. He comes back angry. He comes back uncomfortable. It's a little weird to see, especially because it's just the modern age and he's being a samurai, but I believe it. I see that Jiří can outlast the hits that Jamal's going to throw at him. I don't know if Jamal is going to feel comfortable with the style that Jiří's going to present towards him. And if it's Jiří bouncing around and then he hits you with a strike just in the face, clocks you in an offbeat, I mean, Jamal Hill got taken out with one offbeat strike that he wasn't expecting. I think Jiří has the power again to knock him out. It's a little surprising to see that Jamal Hill is a pretty good favorite, but it's understandable after we saw Jiří get fucking killed twice. He got killed. It's bad, and I don't like saying that, and I hate hearing that, but it is what it is. If Jiří does win this, though, it just makes me think, how many more fights does he need to have in order to get back into where he needs to be? I mean, I think one more fight, and he could challenge Alex one more time. I don't see why not. Max Holloway did that against Volkanovski 3 times. I mean, we know the history with that, but still, I mean, you got to give him a chance. You got to give him the chance, especially if he actually grows his abilities. If he puts his hands back up and he actually fucking cares about not getting hit in the forehead or the chin and in the cheek every single fucking strike, I think he can do better against Alex. All right. Kevin Holland versus Reiner de Riddler. Okay, Reiner de Ritter. Kevin Holland versus Reiner de Riddler. And I think Kevin Holland is going to beat Reiner de Riddler. I just straight up don't know Reiner de Riddler too well. I did see his fight against Gerald Meerschaert. And I mean, Gerald, I am saying his name terrible, but Meerschaert, he was piecing him up. He was winning that fight, I think. I think that Meerschaert was 2 up by the time they got to the 3rd round. And at that 3rd round, it's clear what happened. He got choked out. But it kind of seemed like an accident. With that being said, if anyone's going to win again with an accident, it's going to be against Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's a weird-ass fighter. I like Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's a dope-ass fighter, but he's weird, and he talks a lot, and that's fun. But also he's weird because he loses in an interesting way like last time with the rip. He puts himself into weird situations. He doesn't take the fight super seriously all the time. I mean, with MVP, I think if he just put more thought and really tried to figure some shit out and prepared his camp a little better towards MVP style, he could have walked away with a clear victory. It was already close enough. And if he just put in the work beforehand to do the research on fucking MVP, I think he could have taken it. But he didn't because he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. And he's not going to give a shit against Reiner de Riddler. But does he really need to give a shit against this guy? Gerald Meerschaert was able to put up a great fight. Kevin Holland is going to be able to put up a good fight no matter what. Regardless of his opponent, Kevin Holland is always on. Kevin Holland has always shown that it doesn't really matter how much preparation he gets, how much time he needs, whatever the fuck else. He's just game. Kevin Holland's just a game fighter. He's just one of those guys that you like. He fights often. He fights well. He fights often. And he's entertaining. It's hard for me not to think that Kevin Holland's going to take this. The way he's going to win, I'm actually of the belief a little bit more that Kevin Holland's going to figure out a striking way to take him down. And by take it down, I mean just knock him out of the fight, really. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that Kevin Holland just has the talents, he has the skills. It's not going to work against anyone really up above in the division. Like, I think he lost the fights to the people he's going to lose the fights to no matter what he does, unless he took it seriously. But I think he has enough talent and the right amount of skills for this fight. I think he can pull it off in this fight.